Ever wondered what's really inside your computer and how each part works together like magic? Let's break it down in the simplest way possible, so you'll never look at your PC the same way again. Motherboard. The motherboard is a flat circuit board with many connectors. It's where all the other components are placed, and it's often called the heart of the computer. Why? Because it connects and powers everything, allowing data and electrical signals to travel between parts. Even though it's super important, it's usually more affordable than many other components. CPU. The CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is a small square chip that sits on the motherboard, usually under a cooling fan. It's often called the brain of the computer because it handles all the instructions and calculations that make everything run. Typing, opening programs, browsing the internet, it's all thanks to the CPU. Despite its small size, the CPU is one of the most powerful and expensive components in any computer. Graphics card. The graphics card, also known as the GPU, is a rectangular board with a large chip, often cooled by its own fan. While the CPU handles logic, the GPU handles visuals like gaming, video editing, and 3D rendering. Think of it this way: the CPU is the logical thinker, and the GPU is the artistic painter. Hard drive. The hard drive is a metal box-shaped storage device that holds all your data. Your operating system, apps, photos, and videos. Inside, it has a spinning magnetic disc and a small arm that reads and writes data. It can store a lot, but it's slower because of its moving parts and older technology. That's why we need RAM to help speed things up. RAM, Random Access Memory. RAM is a thin rectangular stick that plugs into the motherboard. It temporarily stores data the CPU needs quick access to, like a shortcut for faster performance. Imagine your hard drive is a messy garage, and RAM is your organised tool bag. The garage holds more, but the tool bag gives you faster access. One key point: RAM only works while your computer is on. Once it's off, RAM clears everything. SSD, Solid State Drive. The SSD works like a hard drive but uses memory chips instead of spinning disks. This makes it faster, more durable, and increasingly common, even replacing hard drives in most modern computers. Although it's more expensive than a hard drive, its speed makes a big difference. Cooling fan. Computers generate a lot of heat, especially the CPU and GPU. That's why cooling fans are essential. They remove hot air and pull in cool air to keep everything running smoothly. High-performance setups may even use liquid cooling for better temperature control. Power supply unit. The power supply unit is a rectangular box that converts electricity from your wall outlet into power for every component. Even laptops have power supplies, though they also rely on batteries for portability. Wireless card. The wireless card is a small chip that lets your computer connect to Wi-Fi. Without it, you'd need a physical Ethernet cable to go online. Many desktops come without it by default, but it's easily added if needed. Case. The case is the outer shell of the computer that holds and protects all the internal parts. It also helps with airflow, thanks to vents and fans. Cases come in many sizes, from compact setups to large, powerful gaming rigs. Now you know what's inside your computer and how each piece plays a role. If you find this video helpful, subscribe to my channel.